So we're going to go right into the next story, which is I guess more of a PSA warning thing. Nintendo has been hacked. Yes. So Nintendo has disabled the ability to log into your Nintendo account through their Nintendo Network ID after 160,000 accounts have been affected by hacking attempts. Nintendo says the login IDs and passwords have been obtained illegally by some means other than our service, which have been used since the beginning of April to gain access to accounts. So this is information like your nickname on there, your date of birth, country, email address. They didn't want to say much about credit card information, stuff like that, but obviously all that's attached to the same weird network that they do with that double network. First off, if you don't have it on for any reason, anyone out there who's listening to this, turn on that
factor authentication,
that double identifying factor thing, whatever, the double security, where it's like that's that double identity thing that they have on there. Definitely add that. This is kind of something that we suffer from the day, in the time we live in here. Xbox constantly gets, attacked. Sony, infamously had that giant attack, but all that stuff is always being hacked and your stuff's always being stolen. You got to just watch it. That's my really aspect. I've never really suffered from anything. Even when that Sony attack, I got a letter that my stuff was compromised, and none of it really ended up being compromised. Just keep an eye out for that stuff. What did you think of this?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the story. I got it actually through my email, and I was like, oh boy. So I checked it, and luckily for me, I already had two-factor authentication set up as far as I was concerned. So I was good. I checked my, immediately I went to the bank. I was like, all right, let's see. Luckily, when I make any purchases through a lot of the game consoles, I always do it through PayPal. So there's always that kind of like buffer there. In the event that some fraudulent activity happens, I can always kind of, jump in front of it. So luckily for me, I wasn't one of the ones affected, but I do make a lot of purchases on Nintendo. So I was like, oh crap, if someone's going to get affected, it's going to be me. They definitely got my information on there. But I checked. I didn't see anything. Hopefully, the credit card and were not compromised. But again, they did make a note that about fraudulent what is it called? Purchases? Yeah, fraudulent purchases.
Yeah, fraudulent purchases.
That to me screams some kind of, credit card compromised system. So hopefully they get this, fixed pretty fast. The last thing we need is kind of like the Sony situation. But then again, like that was kind of an anomaly in and of itself going down. Though that kind of level hack is very, very unique. So hopefully they can bounce back quickly from this. And if anything, hopefully if nobody gets any of their data stolen or anything like that, this just gets everybody to increase their security, which is ultimately a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, again, Nintendo's always kind of been lacking in that kind of source of, like safety and stuff like that. And, you think about how like cumbersome it was like on their older system to buy anything. Because for like a while you couldn't even keep like saved cards and all this stuff. It's kind of a hassle. I know it's the ease of it, but at the same time, I see why they do it to protect. Because you never know who's going to hack it. You can create a million protocols to avoid it, and someone's always going to create a way to do it. So, just everyone out there keep an eye on your stuff. Go and just keep an eye on all your accounts.
Yeah, check that bank account.
Check that bank account, because someone may have brought Mario versus Rabbids 17 times.
Yeah, they're buying 10 copies of Coffee Talk and Cooking Mama Cookstar.
And yeah,